Hi, hello. Recently this channel has taken on a pretty strange subgenre of having a lot of old school RuneScape content. Well, not a lot, but more than zero. And you would expect a manga reading channel to have basically zero. Uh, I'm looking at manga here, but we're going to check out something else in a second. But what's the big problem with old school RuneScape? You have to actually play it. And so I present to you a game that a friend of mine showed me, Melvor Idle. So this is an idle game, which means that you just kind of set certain parameters and choose certain options, and then the game just progresses on its own. And the longer you just have this tab open and the game running, the more progress you make. I've never really been interested in such games before. It just kind of seems like a waste of time. There's nothing really skill-based about it, although, you might have to make some sort of strategic decisions to maximize your rate of improving and progressing. It's not like you have some way of like catching up to people who have played longer than you or anything like that. It's just this kind of one dimension of time investment. But the fact that this one is RuneScape themed, the fact that I can feel the achievement of going through these RuneScape skills without doing anything, with just clicking some menu options, it's quite satisfying to me. So let's take a little tour of this game. I'll talk about my goals for the account. And I don't know, we'll see what we can find. So right now I'm training woodcutting. The way that this works is you just pick the tree you want to cut. You can see I can cut normal trees quite quickly, but my EXP is going up only 10 points at a time, so that's going to take forever. So I've been cutting yew trees, which are the highest level I've gotten to. We're 4 levels away from getting the next tree, but the levels are taking a long, long time now. You can see here I'm getting, oh shoot, I forgot to actually check. Okay, it's 972 right now. How many will I get for this tree? Like less than 100, I guess. Yeah, around 80 per tree. So it's gonna take quite a while. I'm also climbing the upgrade ladder. So this is the store. You make money from various things, from selling things you get from skilling, and then you can buy all sorts of stuff. For a long time, I thought this upgrade, which is of course a pretty significant upgrade for woodcutting, was broken, that there was like a glitch. This game is still in very early alpha, so I wasn't too surprised. But then I realized that it doesn't cost 1,000, it costs 1,000k, like a million gold, and I'm nowhere near there. But I have bought many axe upgrades. Right now I have a rune axe, which is pretty cool. There's a level minimum requirement, and then of course a pretty exorbitant fee. So we're making our way there. I'm a little conflicted because if I save these logs, I can use them to train fire making. So the way that fire making works, right now I only have the level requirement to burn normal logs. You light a bonfire. Oh, I can't do that. I can burn logs one at a time. Okay, this is how it works, I guess. Let's get some more normal logs first. So you can only do one thing at a time. You saw there when I started fire making, and then we went back to wood cutting. My yew tree was inactive. Okay, something else just happened that we'll talk about in a second, which I think is a cool system. All right, how many? 16? Okay, that's fine. So fire making, the way it works is you can either just burn one log at a time, which happens at this rate, and you can't set it up to auto burn, you have to actually manually click, or you can light a bonfire, which takes 10 logs, it burns for a while. So I think this burn down rate is just the same. You can do both at the same time to get better EXP rates, and you get an EXP bonus. Wow, I see. Okay, I get it. So this one, because it's not, you can't just pure idle it. I really feel like I'm never going to train it. So I've just been selling my logs so that I can buy better axes and stuff. My goal right now is just 99 woodcutting. I just really want to get a 99 before I lose interest in this. And woodcutting because you can idle the entirety of it, and there's like a lot of nice incremental upgrades, which is satisfying. Seems like the best one to get. Plus, and if I end up getting more 99s, then my first one was like the first one on the list, and I can go down the list. Let's look at the other skills. So fishing seems pretty cool in that you get these different areas, I guess, you eventually unlock. They have different fish in them. As you level up, you can catch more fish. We haven't caught anything yet. Oh, we caught a raw sardine. Cool. So eventually you can use these for cooking. I haven't really looked into cooking yet. This one I think I eventually will probably train because, again, it's purely idle. And it's kind of cool. You can catch different types of fish and stuff. Here's the issue, though. I guess I should just buy some more. They're still pretty cheap. There's more of a risk that my bank will fill up. And there's a setting you can change to allow yourself to continue skilling even though you're not getting the item drops. By default, the game will just stop your skilling if you don't pick up the items that it's giving you. So you need to have bank slots for this to be like purely optimal, otherwise you're like missing out on an aspect of the grind. Oh, I got a farming notification. I can harvest my potatoes. Cool. Do I still have compost? No. Okay, I don't have any potato seeds. I don't know if I'm adequately explaining what I'm doing here. Let's look at fishing some more. So I can buy more fishing rods. And this is probably worth investing in. Level 10 required, okay. So this one seems pretty straightforward. It's purely idling. Fire making we already looked at. I don't know if I'm ever going to train this one just because it's so active. Maybe they'll change it in the future. Maybe, I've never really tried this. Let's try this quickly. Okay, I'm going to try something here. We're going to try to get a whole bunch of wood and then see if I can stack multiple bonfires. If I can just like mash this and get like 10 bonfires cooking at once. The thing is though, even if I get that and it allows me to idle the skill for quite a while, I would still get more experience by doing the bonus burns during the bonfire. So, I don't know, it's unlikely that I'm ever going to do it just because I want to do these with a feeling of like optimization. So let's try cooking actually. Well, first let's try this experiment with multiple bonfires. Okay, we can already do that. So you might have seen, probably not, but down here it's showing my item pickups. And every once in a while I'll get a +2. Oh, and every once in a while I'll get a bird nest, which is sweet. Let's check that out. So the bird nests you just randomly get while you're doing woodcutting. They contain seeds, which will be useful for farming later. Right now the only seeds that are useful to me are potato seeds. It's the only thing I can grow. But I'm going to save all of these. They don't sell for all that much. And eventually I'll be able to plant them. Actually, these sell for quite a lot. Who knows when I'll be able to plant those? I don't know. I don't need the money too bad. Cutting yew trees gets me there pretty good. Okay, so let's try... What's this doing? Okay, I lit a whole bunch of bonfires and I got some experience. Okay, I think that was bad. I think I just wasted a bunch of wood. Oh well, that only took me like a few seconds to get anyways. Yeah, I can't see myself doing this. This is like too much investment. Yeah. Okay, let's try cooking. We have raw shrimp. Let's cook. Why can't I cook all? Cook one. Oh, I have to start a fire first. And I just burnt. Okay, so see, I kind of like this. It's just like an actual RuneScape. There's all of these interconnectedness between the materials you need for skilling. You need wood to start a fire, you need fire to cook, you also need things you fish to cook. There's probably going to be other stuff you can cook. I don't know if they've added that yet. Like maybe eventually I'll be able to cook my potatoes that I've been harvesting. These don't seem to really do anything. You might be able to eat them. I haven't looked into combat at all. We might check that out later in this video. Okay, so we got some wood. We have a fire burning. Now we can cook. I got EXP pop-ups for Can I not cook all? I I'm a little confused. For a second there, I was still collecting wood after I had lit this fire, which is kind of neat. But I think that was maybe just like a spillover thing. Okay, so we got now we got 3 cooked shrimp. You can equip them. You can equip the potato as well. So I think this must have to do with eating it to restore hit points during combat. I got a burnt shrimp too. It's no good. I guess I'll just sell it. Um, so yeah, cooking seems pretty interesting. It's like definitely one of the more advanced ones that it requires like all 3 of these just to do cooking. Mining and smithing have like a similar kind of relation. Can I mine this yet? Yeah, I guess so. Let's try mining some tin ore. So this one, again, you can just purely idle, which is nice. It's like very similar to woodcutting, actually. And then smithing. Actually, we should probably mine some copper ore, because I don't think I'll be able to smith with my tin ore yet. So how it works, I think, first we need to smith a bronze bar. We do have enough, okay. So now we have a bronze bar. We'll just make all of them, I guess, because you can only go directly from ore to bar, I'm pretty sure. And then now we have that, we can make a bronze dagger. We can't make anything else. Well, that's fair. So we can make 1 dagger per thing. I don't think I want more than 1 right now necessarily. I'm not really sure how this all works yet. Can equip that. Cool. I don't know like where to see my loadout, like my equipment stuff. Probably I'll have to go into combat, but we'll worry about that later. So that's smithing. Seems pretty straightforward. I'm so impressed with the UI. Like it's not the flashiest thing, but it has like nice clean aesthetics. I like the color choices and stuff. And it's so simple. It's so like understandable. What everything means. And then the other thing, you've seen this symbol a few times. This like trophy thing. So this, for woodcutting, is a good example. It's literally just the number of times you've cut down that tree. So I never actually cut oak trees. Or no, it's not. Sorry. It's some threshold. You have to like cut some number of trees and then this goes up. And then you'll see the pop up down here. Yeah, I hadn't cut oak trees before because by the time I thought to change my trees, I'd already gotten to willow trees. So the way this works is you get these mastery points by just doing that type of tree a lot. It levels them up, and then the more points you have... See, I'm a little confused by this. I don't know what my mastery actually is. Like, is it 207? And thus I'm, like, way over this? But I haven't gotten my well done badge. Or does this mastery just refer to my level? Which would make more sense to me because it goes up to 99. So I've got level 71, so right now I have a 35% of obtaining 2 logs, which kind of makes sense. But yeah, you can see my oak tree mastery is going up. So this is pretty cool to me, I think. It's not just that you want to level up, but you actually want to max out all of the trees. But yeah, I guess like if aspects of it don't make sense to me, then that's just because it hasn't been fully developed yet. That's enough oak trees. We'll put some more yew trees. So we looked at smithing. Thieving I did a bit at the start. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. All right, so let's equip our shrimp. We might as well do that. I'm gonna freeze up a bank slot too. Okay, so thieving, you try to pickpocket someone. Right now I can only pickpocket man. I have a success rate of 65%. You can see down here I'm just getting some gold. So I did this for a while at the start just to get some money. I died once because if you just let this idle, what will happen is every once in a while this man can hit you for 1. I assume if my combat stats were higher, that wouldn't even be possible. And you slowly regen health on your own, but right at the start, like, I think because my success rate was lower and therefore he was more likely to hit me, I just died, which is unfortunate because now it, yeah, I've been stunned. You can see I got hit once, so that's too bad. We can eat a potato. We can eat another potato. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I could see myself trying to train this in the future. If it is actually based on your combat stats, it might be easier to train combat and then come back to this. But then this is nice because you get money. Um, Seems interesting, sure. Farming is pretty cool. I don't think I have any potato seeds, unfortunately. Otherwise, I could show you more how it works. But basically, you go plant a seed. If I had potato seeds, it would show quantity 1 here, and then there would be a plant button. But sometimes there's not. Farming is a little bugged, which, you know, is totally reasonable. This is still very early stages of this game. Sometimes it just won't say plant, even though you do have the quantity. I haven't figured that one out yet. It could actually be working as intended, and there's just some other mechanic I don't understand. You have to buy compost from the store. This will make sure your crops actually grow. And then once you plant it, there's like a 40-minute timer to harvest it later. So it's kind of different in that you can do it in parallel with other stuff. Like you can be planting things and having them growing while you're doing some other skilling. It's just that you got to like try to remember to come back and harvest and replant. So far this hasn't been a problem because my only potato seed source is getting bird's nests from, I don't care about thieving, should be doing this. Getting bird's nests from doing this. So typically I can just plant all of the seeds I've gathered because as I said, I can only grow potato seeds so far. It's going to be quite a while, I think, before I can grow most of these other ones. Felching I haven't really looked at. Let's see. To make arrow shafts, okay. So I could make some arrow shafts. Let's try that. Okay, sweet. Nice. Getting a bunch of arrows. Alright. And then headless arrows, I need feathers. I have no idea where to get feathers. I haven't encountered that at all. And then bronze arrows, I need all of that plus arrow tips. And the arrow tips I'm sure you make through smithing, but I'm not high enough level yet. I need to make more daggers and bars and stuff. Sure, sure. And then crafting, which is kind of self-explanatory. We need leather hides. So I think the feathers and the leather we're going to get through combat. So I guess we should check that out. I haven't really looked at that at all. I kind of, I don't know, I'm going back and forth on this. Part of me wants to think, part of me likes the idea of not doing any combat, being a totally pacifist player and just like doing whatever skills interest me. I think that kind of has an appeal, a totally pacifist account. But then if I wanted to be like pure in this regard, like I should have just done something like pure woodcutting, have 99 woodcutting and 1 and everything else. Would be kind of cool. So I don't know. And it's like, really, there could be some very interesting content in the combat section. In fact, I have every reason to think that there will be. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's check it out. All right, so we can really we can go to any of these areas, it seems. Oh, this looks cool. But area 1 is what's recommended, so let's do that. Okay, first let's eat some potatoes. Am I really out of potatoes? I thought oh yeah, here we go. Equip all. It doesn't matter what one you go into, I think, for this. They all just take you to the combat zone. So, alright, we're at full hit points. We really don't have much equipment. Attack speed 2.2 seconds, max at 2. Okay. Okay. So, just like RuneScape, there's multiple attack styles per weapon. And whatever one you choose takes on either attack, strength, or defense in terms of what stats it's using to calculate. Let's find an enemy. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we can get some feathers from the chicken. We can get some leather hide from the cow, I think, and I have no idea what's going on with these guys. Let's fight Pablo. They'd be like, Pablo, why are your windows tinted in your Tahoe? Why do you know all the things that I know? Okay, we got some ore. So you can get skilling materials from this. It's kind of cool. There's like a subreddit I've been kind of reading. One thing I noticed is that there's like a max for the loot to collect thing, which is a little unfortunate. So you can't purely idle this. You have to come in and collect your loot sometime. Let's try fighting someone else. Fight enemy. Let's try Pablo 4. Can we handle him? Alright. Nice. We're taking care of it. Whoa, what is this? What is this? Raw herring. Wow, there's no way we can cook that yet. Alright. So, this is combat. This is pretty cool. Ooh, we got a bar. Interesting. I guess we should kill some chickens and cows and stuff. That'll give us more types of food to eat as well, I'm assuming. So yeah, this one I would again count as not pure idle because you do have to eat. You do have to collect your loot, it seems, unless they changed that since that thread was made. And probably you have to kind of change enemies with some dynamicism. Maybe, I don't know. No, maybe not. Nice. Oh, the cow's putting up a fight. More potatoes. More potatoes. Yeah, sweet. Okay, let's try doing some... Uh-oh. Okay, well, I'm just going to buy more bank slots because they're still so cheap. This is what I'm saving. I'm not sure which of these I should save up for. This is, of course, a better speed boost, but the rate at which I gain money, like, if I can get to level 75, my money gain rate will be pretty crazy in terms of a step up, I assume. So far, it's been a pretty dramatic step up. Like, these sell for like 1, these sell for 5. I'm kind of guessing, but this is like a ballpark thing. Anyways, I'm up to like, I think this is like 50, 75. So that's like a 50% increase in terms of money rate. So basically it's like I want to just max trees as quickly as possible. The further in trees I can get, the more money I can have. Therefore, the faster I can get to this one. So I think it's worth buying all of the axe upgrades. Oh, but I need level 80 for this, and I get the next tree at level 75. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Well, whatever. I still need to collect, yeah. Wait, so am I... Whoa, wait, what? Oh, never mind. No, 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 no. I just saw the pop-ups, but it was because I was collecting the loot. For some reason, I thought I was still fighting. Okay. So now we can try doing crafting. Nice, nice. Getting some leather gloves. Cool, yes, very good. Yes, yes. I'm just going to make all of them because I'm sure they sell for, oh, they sell for a decent amount. We can equip one, sell the rest. All right, cool. That's crafting. And we still, let's try smithing. Let's just try seeing how far we can get with smithing because I want to try making a full arrow. I think that sounds satisfying. And we have everything besides the arrowheads. Dang, okay. So we gotta mine a bit more. Mine some copper ore, mine some tin ore. Okay, while we're doing that, we'll take a look at what other stuff there is. It looks like I can check out these things. We can go this far without it stopping our mining. Oh no! What? I thought it would let me select an enemy. In this one I can select an enemy. I just wanted to see what other enemies there were. And then some really spooky guy popped out. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen again. No, we can't take on that. Back to mining. Okay, so not too much exploring there. Dungeons, we can't do anything yet. That's fine. Oh, this game is so cool. I'm so happy this exists. We'll get stuff in the shop. So bank slots, it's definitely worth investing in these just because it's so disappointing when you're skilling and you have to miss out on items or it stops your skilling. Woo! I got some sort of drop there. Axe upgrades, fishing rod upgrades, pickaxe upgrades. You can change your cooking fire, I guess. That's cool. Can get some upgrades and stuff. There's no wood cutting gloves though. You just have the axe upgrades. Sure. Bowstrings. Oh, we have to make a bow too. Oh, excuse me. We have to make arrows until level 5. And then we can start making bows. Okay. Good to know. And then these are just crafting materials. I guess it seems like you can do almost everything non-combat, except for getting feathers. That's the only hard limiter. Wow, I really sneezed. That's the only hard limiter that makes you have to do combat, I guess. But I suppose you could train fletching, without ever actually making the headless arrows. Okay, I guess we should get some tin ore. Yeah, so we talked about the mastery system. Seems pretty cool. The milestones just show you what levels you're looking to hit. See, actually, wow, there's a huge gap between these two trees. That'll be a kind of a dark era. Yeah, I really want to get to 75 as quickly as possible. So, what should I do? What should I do? Cool. The statistics are your statistics. I was hoping they'd have leaderboards. I'd be very curious about that, but what can you do? Probably it would just make me feel bad because I can never catch up to these people. It's just an idle game. Total GP earn not. This is all the GP I haven't earned. No, that's just a silly typo. This is cool. Total items sold. 0 attempts at username changes. Yeah, because I already have the awesomest username of all time. 10 monsters slain. Cool. 1 deaths. This sucks. Just from dying while I was idling smithing, or idling thieving. That would be so terrifying if you could just fall into the furnace and die while you're smithing. That's cool. I like that these are the same number. Maybe I'll only eat potatoes. Keep that the same. Dang, this sucks. Woodcutting, yeah. So this is pretty close to the total time I've spent playing the game. My friend showed me it. We kind of toured some stuff around, and then I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna woodcut for now then. So we wanted to do other stuff. They'll show you in green which one you're working on. Just so many nice little UI things, so many quality of life things. Nice, yeah. Empty ores you have attempted to mine for some unknown reason. I have no idea what this means. Total bonus XP gained from bonfire is 0. Huh? What does this mean? 21 GP sacrificed to the fire gods. I don't really understand a couple of these. Because didn't I try the bonfire thing? Wasn't I getting the bonus XP? Nah, I don't know. Wow, nice round number there. I guess because each one is based on a round number. Yeah, that's actually not surprising. Yeah, pretty cool game. It's getting quite active updates. It's still in very early alpha stages, so I'm sure all sorts of crazy things will be added over time. Yeah, I don't know. This is the idle game that's won me over. This is the one that I actually plan on having running for the foreseeable future. My goals, as I said, first one is 99 woodcutting. So yeah, let's try doing a bit of felching and stuff here. So we should have now more than enough to make some more bronze bars. Oh yeah. Okay. Might as well just make a ton of these. It's not like we'll really use these things for anything else. And then what I want is to unlock the bronze arrowheads. I guess I can look in the milestones. There's something at level 4. Hopefully that's the arrowheads. Jeez, there's a lot. Ooh, you get a ton at 99. That's pretty cool. It's quite hype. Level 2 now. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It seems pretty cool to me. Wow, we didn't even level up once for making all those leather gloves, huh? After I get 99 woodcutting, maybe I'll try to get 99 fishing. Seems like a nice, gentle progression. These two are like the most idle, or this and mining, I guess. Then there's a few that can like kill you. Stuff like cooking, smithing, felching, crafting that require the materials first, so you can't just indefinitely idle them. I like the idea that I can just like walk away and I don't have to figure out, will it run until I get back, or should I do something else so I don't lose any time and efficiencies? It's fun. It's fun to care about this stuff. Okay, let's make some bronze. Oh, stop. Bronze swords. Yeah, so these require the same amount of resources. I would imagine though that this gives me more experience. Okay, this is giving me 10 experience. This is giving me 10 experience. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Let's make some swords. No, let's, I don't know, because I'll get more mastery, I guess, if I continue doing daggers. But the rate at which you get mastery is like a diminishing returns. So is it better to try to climb this like accelerated part for as long as possible and try to max my mastery there? Or is it better to hit the very first spike up in mastery for as many different things as possible? I don't know. What am I, some sort of statistician? There was another unlock at 5, I'm pretty sure. So we'll see if it's arrowheads. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, we're gonna make some arrows. Nice, nice. Okay. Let's try making an arrow. Bronze arrows. Wait, why don't we have... Oh, because we just got the feathers, right? We only had the feathers recently. Alright. We'll just do this until we run out of shafts, yeah. And then bronze arrows! Wow! This feels satisfying! It's cool, we got some arrows. We can equip those. Not that it does anything, because we don't have a bow. How much do these sell for? Ooh. Ooh. I don't know if there's anything else to do with these. Maybe late level crafting. Yeah, probably stuff like this. So maybe I should hold on to them. I'm not really hurting for bank slots right now. Oh, I feel so satisfied. Oh, what a fun game. Okay. Yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to talk about. Get back to woodcutting. I think it's pretty cool. I would suggest you check it out if you like idle games, if you like old school RuneScape, but you don't actually want to play it. If you just like nice, clean Web 3.0 type UIs and things popping up and scrolling and stuff. It's an no, not audio visual, just visual, a visual delight. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I might make more videos about it. I'd like to make a video when I hit 99 woodcutting. I don't know when that'll be. I've been playing this since 2 days ago. My friend came over 2 nights ago and showed me this. So that was probably around 8 or 9 p.m. And then I've been running it ever since. Fairly optimally, I think, in terms of getting woodcutting levels. With a few slip-ups, of course. So yeah, that's kind of the rate of progress you can expect. But the famous thing in RuneScape is like when you get to level 83, I think it is, you're actually only halfway there in terms of experience. So I would assume it's much the same for this game. Yeah, alright, that's it. I guess. I mean, I'm like delaying the end of this video because I want to keep playing, but I can just keep playing. There's nothing really more interesting to say. Please look forward to me hitting these goals, I guess. Yeah, goodbye.